slideshow. You better present from the beginning. Sorry. Give me a heck no. Hi, Light Floor. Thank you for being with us today. My name is Kyle. With me today is Simrit and Abe. We are Cedar Consulting. We understand that you're in a unique position right now. You have an innovative product and you're growing faster than you've ever expected. However, right now it's taking about 5 to 7 business days in order for you to get your quotes to your clients. Clients like Stacy. Clients like Stacy. Stacy represents your clients within the government who needs accurate quotes today, not 5 to 7 days from now. And so your sales force, what they're doing is they're compensating for that by overestimating your quotes, upwards to $20,000 over. And that's leading to loss of sales to competitors with inferior products. We're here today to streamline your operations, to get sales to people like Stacy who need accurate quotes today.
Companies would love to have the problem that you're facing right now, and that's increasing customer demand, surpassing production capabilities. So the solution that we present today would be to leverage on your differentiation factor so that you can enhance the customer experience, double your capacity, as well as allow for expansion. So you're proudly American owned and operated. You are an innovator in the industry and your mission is to improve lives. So what's holding you back? As you can see here, labor inefficiencies as well as manual operations are acting as barriers in the journey. So currently you're spending 5 to 7 business days, like Kyle mentioned, to get back to customers, whereas they want to hear back within 24 hours. Someone like Stacy could potentially go to competitors and you would be losing out on sales. So this is what your current value chain looks like. You're operating a manufacturing as well as the internal sales and design area. Presenting the tile solution. So you'll be using technological efficiencies to integrate it into the value chain to be able to leverage third-party sales and expand your operations. This is essentially what we're proposing, but you focus on manufacturing and outsource external sales and design and utilize an app, basically get a license and get the external sales and design to use that app in order for you to have accurate numbers.
Thank you, Simran. So I'm going to start with the tile solution here. First, we're going to start with technological efficiencies. In terms of what you have now, technology is here to stay, and AR is within apps. AR. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be sound. Apologies. Augmented reality is within apps that you can leverage to build a platform and a model that clients can see today. You're going to be leveraging this within a strategic partner of ScienceSoft. ScienceSoft works within the S&P 500 companies, and they create innovative AR technology and model creation. In terms of how you're going to use an app to create a model. Well, right now, phone cameras are already, the technology of phone cameras in iPhones 11 and up have enough detail to accurately measure a pool side to build a model that you can create. So you're going to use an AI to leverage this. It'll measure the sides of your pool and build a model and allow for accurate measurements and cutting within your supply chain and manufacturing that surpasses anything that a human can do. You'll use machine learning to increase accuracy because we understand that this is a system that takes time to implement.
Moving on to integrating this within the value chain. So currently, Kelsey, the designer, she's been working on manually inputting the design costs. So she will be playing an integral role here to ensure that the app is working correctly, as in the information in it is correct. And then machine learning over time, we're hoping within 4 months, 4 to 5 months, would start doing its job, which means that you'll be able to have instant and accurate quotes. Another key thing here is that currently your sales closing rate is 85%, and we believe with these improvements, you'd be able to get to a 90%. So that's addressing those issues with inefficiencies and not being able to estimate costs properly. So those should definitely improve that 5%.
And now, the next part of the tile solution is to leverage third-party sellers. Here, this means we understand that your core business is that you have a product that is superior to the industry, superior to your competitors, and you don't have any direct competitors as well. Here, we want you to be able to focus on creating a product that your customers rely on and want, that's fun and safe. So we want to outsource your selling and marketing departments in order to reduce your costs by allowing companies such as Callbox, Belkin, and Science to do your sales and marketing worldwide. First, starting in America, since that these companies most of them are based in America and relate to your core values as well. With that said, it would allow for more targeted and specific ads and marketing and sales tactics for your region, for each region that they're targeting. From there, they would also increases your sales and reach, while you don't have to do any of the work or responsibilities for that. It's all based on the outsource. From there, it would only cost of 5% of your top line in order to do. From here, we also have our sales manager currently. He would also become the key account manager in order to communicate with these outsource companies as well, to make sure that everything is going as well. Now, the next part of the tile solution is to expand your operations. Here we implement, you would be implementing in your South Dakota facility an automation phone cutting system, where you receive the clean data from your app that they take the pictures from. You get the dimensions and how many you need. It uses the same software as the CAD that's currently being used, where the personnel can just input the data, and it will automate the cutting and the final product of the foam that's coming out of the other side. So there's no more manual work; it's all automated, which can increase your capacity, double your capacity for operations as well. And moving into the future, you will be able to expand into Asia Pacific based on the third-party sellers' work that they've collected over the years with finding new clients in different areas. You would be able to export your foam at a cheaper cost to these customers as well.
Now, that was our solution. We understand there's risks associated, especially when it comes to outsourcing, and I'm here to address them. The first risk that we have is your third-party sellers not able to produce or have the knowledge in place to sell as efficiently as your current marketing team. And that's why your current marketing team is going to work alongside with them, showing them and training them along the way. Then because it's outsourced and it's able to spread across. Then since it's outsourced and it's able to spread across America with ease, you're going to be able to leverage that to expand your reach. And additionally, right now we budgeted a 5% top line. This is within industry average and projected to be attractive to these companies. However, right now your current marketing budget is about 7.2%. In order to stay in line with your current gross margins, you do have a leeway to increase that to upwards to 7.2 without affecting your gross margin. The second one is cybersecurity. This is always an issue, no matter what you do. And the more that you outsource, the more third parties that are involved, and the more that data security becomes an issue. And that's why we've strategically partnered with ScienceSoft, because they are an industry leader and they're American based. They follow a line with your core values and in providing to the American people from America. They're backed by ISO certificates and are trusted by various other top 100 companies. And then finally is your life for branding. We know that by sending this to, we know that as you outsource to other people, then your branding is at risk. And that's why your VP of marketing right now, Holden, will provide routine audits to these third-party clients, making sure that what they're doing aligns with your strategic intent and values. Not only that, but the companies that we provided today as examples also have been in market for the last 5 years and are trusted globally and can expand. That outside of America, when you look to expand into Europe and parts of Asia, these are well-trusted companies globally. And that's the risks and mitigations. Let's look at the financials.
Well, let's see what the numbers tell us. So the two main components of the cost structure are the app and the facility automation. So for the app, you can see there's an initial development cost of 100,000. And there will be a 4-month machine learning, which would be about 28,000. And then there would be maintenance, which would be an annual charge for about 20,000. When it comes to facility automation, the main reason for this is to deal with the labor constraint issue. And that would be an investment of about 1 million. And when it comes to revenue streams, you'd be reducing selling costs by 2.2%. And like we said before, there'd be a 5% increase in sales closing rate. So taking that into consideration, we say that the sales would increase beyond 13 million by 2024. As you can see here, considering all the costs and revenues that we've discussed, you will be breaking even by July 2024, considering that you start at this point, which is about 1 year and 3 months. These graphs show, the first one shows the production capability, and the second one shows revenue projections. So right now, your capability is actually around 10 million. And we say that with our recommendation, you'd be able to double that, and that'd be around 20 million. And when it comes to projections, right now you're at 9.98 million, and they would increase to just under 14 million. And this is only possible with this new automation.
And now for the implementation plan, as you can see, as we develop the partners with Science Software, and we create the app, at the same time, we're going to keep alongside existing operations to make sure that you can still operate as this is going on at the same time. Partner with software, where with Soft would end in May 23rd, and will continue at the end of August 23rd when the existing operations slow down. Same thing with the automotive manufacturing facility. Will take around from April to January to July of 2023, where you will have a month period to train the personnel into knowing how to use the product and the software, which is really quick because it's the same CAD software that we've used before as well. And then next, you would also have to make the partnerships with these partners and create the contracts, taking around 2 months. From there, you would also phase out the run along side operations of your marketing department as well.
Thank you, Abe. So that's our solution for you. That's the tile solution. What we've done is we identified this situation. We presented the tile solution to you. We've doubled capacity because right now you have your labor shortages, and that's going to be optimized through. That's going to be reduced through the optimization within your manufacturing facilities. We created an instant, accurate client experience, and we scaled something that's now global. Are you floored by our tile solution? We sure hope so. Adopt today and have operations streamlined 24/7. Thank you, and we welcome any questions.
Presentation time has ended. Judges, you'll have 10 minutes to ask questions starting now.
Yeah.
As far as the actual software, when you're taking the picture, is this just intended for, say, a flat space? Like, what about if there's different heights, curves, things like that? Does it take any of that into account?
Yeah, so actually the Apple software that is used actually has depth technology to it. So you're using your phone camera, which can actually measure the depth of pools or you know, when there's gradients, that you're using the camera lens, which is actually available in anything above an iPhone 11 Plus.
So I get that Science Soft can make some really pretty augmented reality designs. How does that translate to a faster quote?
Yeah.
Customer.
Yeah, so the app itself, through having the artificial intelligence in it, it'll be able to take that gradient of where the edges of the pools are and figure out exactly what kind of cuts need to be used for your manufacturing using machine learning, and that'll reduce the waste. And then once you have that, because the main issue and why you couldn't do it originally was that you didn't have the technology to get an accurate cut measurement to reduce waste. Now you can with the artificial intelligence and machine learning, that'll give you accurate pricing in terms of per unit, and clients will actually physically see the price go as they customize their own product within live with the marketer.
So just to piggyback on the so you're saying that it gives the demand per piece, per size by that technology?
Yep. So each square is $58 per square, and that's a 24 square foot tile. And then as you're creating your custom tiles, it'll be cutting it and it'll be maximizing the utilization of each square. So when the excess is cut off, if it's able to be used in other parts, and you'll get that per unit.
I'm troubled by having to outsource, or your recommendation to outsource all of your sales and marketing. Because you're losing an awful lot of institutional knowledge. Why can't we just augment with additional partners after our current partners learn? Why do we have to outsource?
So the reason for the outsource would be in order to increase your scalability of your manufacturing. So you're not bottlenecked by your marketing sales departments, because right now they're having bottlenecks with taking in requirements, taking in requests. So in order to kind of disconnect yourself from that and to avoid that issue, we would be using it as an outsource. Or marketers are an agency that's specific, like knows how to do what it knows how to do those things perfect as well as it can. And you can focus on creating the product that the customer needs, so that we don't have to end up using more waste or more capacity in order to do that.
Yeah, and if I can build on that, the main premise behind it is scalability. By decentralizing your marketing, you can focus solely on the manufacturing side of things, and then you can scale beyond America, and you can create new facilities in Asia Pacific, use these agencies in Europe, and just focus on the manufacturing side of things and scale much faster and push your product out there while you have the innovative product technology.
Seems to me that's throwing the baby out with bathwater.
Well, one of the benefits that we saw with using these kind of partners is that they have so many clients in other countries, and they know how to market strategically to those markets and that culture or region in a way that communicates your brand image. So, and at the same time, you would have the key account manager communicating with these parties through through relationship management, in order to make sure that your brand image and messaging is being communicated properly to these customers in those areas.
The interesting thing is that you want to outsource, but the sales book is full, right? Very successful sales book.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Because I a little bit
Yeah.
piggybacking on that comment is to say it's a highly custom, intelligent, relative new product.
Yeah.
Why would you put that into the market?
Yeah.
Instead of getting that knowledge inside? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the knowledge and the core competency that's differentiating you from other competitors is primarily the technology behind the manufacturing. So that's your core competency, and that's your sustainable advantage. That we want to centralize that and make that your core competency. In terms of marketing, you want to make sure that like by outsourcing it, you can localize when you continue to expand into other parts of America and globally, you can actually localize and target your marketing rather than having a generic marketing that you would currently have. Because you would be outsourcing to companies that have specific areas and specialties in those areas, right?
In those areas, you also currently already have the ability to do that because you have partnerships with installers in those different countries as well. Right, so you would be leveraging both, marrying the both.
One of the goals of marketing is to stay ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
This makes it generic.
Is it realistic too to have Holden? So you've got him as the vice president of marketing, as well as overseeing all of these outsourced partnerships. He would be that quality control you're saying for making sure our brand and our message is communicated appropriately?
So he currently, I believe he's in the sales management position.
Yeah.
So he would, as we implement this outsourcing, he would be phasing into the key account management position. And when
Including marketing?
Pardon?
Including marketing?
Yeah, so key account management for business development within marketing.
So I get that we're going to use AR to help us measure the space and create those things. Today, we offer custom design. Who's going to be doing that work? I get, like, is the app coming up with designs also, or who does that work?
Yeah, so right now you have an amazing designer, Kelsey, who can help make some basic templates. However, that's all obviously not custom, right? But then one thing that's great is that physically with the client, the marketers that go with the app can help design what the client wants face to face with them. And then that can be then transferred back down to the manufacturing with Kelsey to make sure that everything is feasible that the client wants. And then that can just be passed back and forth. But like the app itself, you can do it face to face with the client on the marketer side of things, making it instant gratification and a quick sale.
Yeah. And then that data also can be also implemented into the CAD machine and can be automated as well, increasing your labor, increasing your operation speed and all that.
Does the app that we're buying for $100,000, does that exist today, or does that have to be custom developed by a partner?
So this is basically what ScienceSoft kind of works towards. So we're looking at the so AR software for manufacturing processes. So this is what their quote is. So they will be working with them to develop this.
And then in terms of actually implementing it, it is in the implementation plan to have the partner with ScienceSoft to actually develop it. And then you're going to be working along with the app while the machine learning gets the accuracy down to have it be accurate and concise.
And then you're directing the bulk of the budget, $1 million, to automating manufacturing.
Mhm.
How does that address reducing the sales cycle?
Yeah, so the main purpose behind that is that right now you're using 100% of that 1.5 hour shift capacity. But you could potentially use 3-hour shifts. And that's where we're saying that you'll be doubling your facility.
Is there a quality control plan if you're gonna automate the actual production part? Who's
Yeah,
making
so-
sure there's not color discrepancies or some issues?
So the plan was that with Kelsey being the designer in the past, she would be ahead and leading the team with, or helping the team with the implementation of the automatic facility or machines. So as the products are being coming out, she's helping air control and making sure that the quality is up to par to their standards. And if there's any issues, you can go back and communicate.
Who's gonna help the team implementing this all? Because you have an implementation time frame of 7 months for a small company that runs full speed.
Yes.
How does that work?
Yeah.
And did we take cost into account for that? With the implementation time, you do 3 things. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, heavily, I think we.
My question was too long. So I didn't-
All right, thank you for your presentation. The judges will give their feedback in this room at 10:30. Please return here at 10:30. If you would like to receive feedback on your if you would like to receive feedback on your presentation. At this point, you may exit the room with your liaison. As a reminder, you're not permitted to watch any other presentations. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep,
Thank you.
thank you.
Steve, your flash drive.
Thank you.
Yeah.